Hey guys, this is Phil, and I'm coming at you today with 3 tips that are guaranteed to help improve your performance on the airsoft field. Now, the reason I can guarantee this is because these techniques come to us from professional athletes, businesses, and even the military, who all use them to get the most out of their members. So it's not too much of a stretch for us to take these techniques and apply them to ourselves or our airsoft team. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Tip number 1 is set good goals for yourself or your airsoft team. Now, when we say we want to improve, what does that look like? Do we want to be faster? Do we want to have more endurance? Do we want to win more games? Whatever it is, it's important for us to be specific about what exactly we're setting out to accomplish, so that at some point down the road, maybe it's 6 months or a year's time, you can look back on your progress and see, have I achieved that goal? Am I making progress month to month? How far along am I? It's very important to be specific and measurable in setting out our goals for ourselves or our team. As well, it's important to be realistic. Make sure you set yourself achievable goals. If you're setting a goal to run 100 meters in 3 seconds, it's unlikely we're going to be able to achieve that. I mean, Usain Bolt doesn't even do that, and he's an Olympic athlete. So when we're setting goals, we want to be specific, we want to make sure that the goals are measurable, and they're also realistic for our particular skill set in any given time. Tip number 2 is do after-action reviews, or AARS. AARs come to us from the military, but we see them in civilian life also. All it's really about is looking at a particular action, and it could be a firefight, it could be a milsim game, whatever, looking at this critically and figuring out what went well and, celebrating that with your teammates, but also what didn't go so well and how can we improve on it. Now, you can do this either by yourself, you can just talk to someone who you were playing with, or you can do this comprehensively as a team huddle, for example. Figure out what exactly you think could have gone better and how. Now, we're not talking about placing blame and saying it was your fault or it was your fault. Rather, we're looking at ways that we can fix the problem in the future. Guaranteed, if you effectively do AARs after your engagements, you will learn from your mistakes tremendously and your performance is guaranteed to improve. Tip number 3 is learn how to fail. Now, in airsoft and in our everyday life, we are going to fail at doing things. No one likes to fail. People like to win. Winning feels good. But if you frame it correctly, failure is actually the first step in future success. Just think of it this way. Whenever you fail to do something, generally you had an idea of what you expected to happen. So when you fail, you can look at that failure and say, okay, what exactly was I expecting to happen, and why didn't it happen? What are some of the things that occurred that prevented me from succeeding, and how can I make sure in the future that I succeed at this particular thing I was trying? When you fail at something, think critically, look at your after-action reviews and say, okay, what am I going to do from this point forward to make sure that I'm successful in the future? Failure is the first step on the road to success, and it's important for you to take that failure in stride. So that's it for my 3 tips that are guaranteed to help improve your airsoft performance. Set goals, do AARs, and learn how to fail. I hope you found these tips really useful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the description below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.